when you got to Gully Cave, and there is a certain amount of digging that needs to be done. You had to build the scaffold for the preservation section.
Yeah.
How did you go about engineering all of the structure? How did you go about designing and engineering the infrastructure around the cave and keeping it stabilised? How does it work?
Yes, so like many others, a very good question. That's probably why I'm still there, because physically I can't put the effort quite as much as before, although it's still good. But I suppose my practical sense, and I've always been interested in DIY when I was a kid, etc. Then my early years in my professional career in pipeline construction taught me to, in French, se débrouiller, to manage by yourself, which was the motto really of the management. Just as a little aside there, you only went to see your direct superior if you had a major problem which was well beyond your remit. Otherwise, the stock in trade answer was, what do you call that a problem? That's what I'm paying you for. You solve it. And you learn to. And so, yes, having a practical mind like that and having been able to actually implement it has been extremely helpful. I have, an ability to look at a problem, a practical problem, a situation, and reasonably quickly think of a way to tackle it in the simplest possible form with what we have available, rather than having to call on external resources, expensive resources. That is way out of the question. So it really is, making do. When we started the cave, the first thing to do was, yes, it was just opening on a natural talus slope, about 45 degrees. So we started making a little platform. You can still see the remnant of it in front of right at the top, in front of the opening. As we got into the cave and a little bit further down, it was pointless going up, so we lowered the platform again to the level where it's at now. That was just really removing soil, putting some of the big blocks of limestone we had, and building a little retaining wall, filling it in. This assemblage of soil and broken limestone is absolutely fantastic to build terraces, to build paths, etc. It imbricates into itself, stays very solid, and yet drains fantastically quick. And this is why eventually on the side of the cave, north side of the cave, we built a whole series of terraces, just like rice paddies, to give us more surface.